I have a very hard time answering this question because I feel like all of my characters are like my children. I birth them, I give life to them. It's hard to choose a favorite from amongst them. I had a panel yesterday with my fan club, and I talked about how I could go through the list of all of my characters and name why I like each of them and why each experience is wonderful. And sometimes it's because of what the character already has all by herself. Like Winry is just a cool character and a lot of fun. I like her for various reasons. Not just because of the anime, but also, like I said, because of the experience. How popular Full Metal is makes Winry a great experience. Working so closely with two directors over a long period of time, because the show is long, makes me like Winry. But I love playing Chachamaru and Negima because I love to speak with a British accent, and the opportunity to do so and have it recorded is wonderful. So that's why I like her. I like being Chisame because she's so unlike me. She's so cynical and awful and nasty. So every part that I play in some way can become my favorite if I look at it in the right light. So sorry that isn't a direct answer to your question. That's all I got. Who hasn't asked a question? Yes, in the green sweater. You want me to come back to you?
Sure.
Okay. Here in the front.
If you could give one of your characters some advice, what would it be?
Ooh. If I can give my character some advice, what would it be? Oh, gosh.
I love
Gosh, no, that's terrible. I won't do that. I'm trying to think of them all. That's a really tough question. Who are some of my characters? Who have I played recently? Oh, those aren't big enough for me to even know that much about them. Poor Triella. That just makes me sad. Sometimes I think that I might want to tell Winry, even though she wouldn't listen, to just move on. Like, that Ed is just too involved in what's going on with his brother and all of that, as well he should be. But I think for a long time, until you see the movie, she's really hanging on to something, hoping probably that something romantic would come between she and he, and I wish that I could tell her early on that it just never will. Just because he's just so focused on Al and fixing what he did, what they did. And I think we never know what happens after the movie. But I think that she's forced to move on, obviously, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it. But, yeah, it's not too much. She's hardly in there, so I'm not spoiling, don't worry.